Okay, this is basic rules of rearranging a formula. Step number one is identifying the variable in the formula that you want to solve for. In this example, we are going to solve for x. Step number two is identifying what numbers or variables are around the desired variable that you want to solve for. Okay? The next step would be looking at the mathematical operations that exist between your variable and the other variables on that side of the equal sign. In order to cancel these variables out, you're going to use opposite mathematical operations. Okay? For instance, the opposite of addition would be subtraction. The opposite of multiplication would be division, and so on. Opposite of subtraction would be addition. Okay? So in this example, okay, we have multiplication between m and x, and we have addition between x and b. Now, whatever you do to one side of the equal sign, you'll need to do to the other to keep it mathematically legal, we'll call it. You follow the opposite of the order of operations. Some people refer to it as SADMEP, right? S-A-D-M-E-P, SADMEP, okay? Subtraction and addition you'll tackle first, dividing and multiplying second, exponents in parentheses last. So in our example, we have some addition and we have multiplication. First thing we're going to do is try to remove the plus b, the addition part. Okay? The opposite of adding b would be subtracting b. And you must do that to both sides of the equal sign. So you end up with y minus b equals m times x plus b minus b. Adding b and subtracting b is like taking those two things away. So when we rewrite the formula, after removing that side, we have y minus b equals m times x. Now we can go after the multiplication part. X and m, they're being multiplied. Okay, the opposite of multiplying by x would be to divide both sides by m, I should say, and divide this side by m. Okay, now you have m being divided by m, which becomes a 1. Multiplying by a 1 is just the number, so we can exclude that from this side of the equal sign. When we rewrite that, you're going to end up with y minus b divided by m equals x. And then, of course, your last step would be to flip that so the unit that we're solving for is on the left side, which is going to translate to x equals y minus b divided by m. Now, some other steps that you can take, okay, is, well, I guess I'll say the curveball that we talk about in the written example, okay, is if you have an equation where something is starting down in the denominator, okay, the denominator being below. So in our example, okay, of you have a equals, what was it, b divided by c. Okay, if you want to solve for c, it is down in the denominator. Okay, I like to say it's down in the basement. Keep it less mathematical a little bit for us. Okay, first step of living on your own and being by yourself, move out of the basement. We cannot leave c in the denominator and solve for it. So the first thing we need to do is move c up out of the denominator. The way we do that is we would be multiplying both sides by c. Now you have a c on top and bottom on the same side. We can cross those out, they go away. When we rewrite it, we have c times a equals b. Keep in mind, we still want to solve for c. So right now we're multiplying by a. We need to get a out of there. Okay? If we're multiplying by a, the opposite would be to divide by A. You do that to both sides. Now you have A divided by A on this side. We can cancel those out, they go away. And what you end up with is C equals B divided by A.